First and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makar, Kwadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, GMS, like my brothers, peace, salutations, blessed and all accumulated truth. So I want hopeful elect. And I titled this lesson uh mass mass confusion. I'm gonna start out with this precept right here. In James chapter 3, verse 16. All right. James chapter 3, verse 16. For where envy and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. In 1 Corinthians chapter 14, 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Okay. So, to the hopeful elect, the men, starting with the elders on down whom the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, put that spirit on to receive this truth, to gain this wisdom and knowledge with understanding. We are not in a state of confusion, as is the 2/3 and rest of the world. They are in mass confusion, and Esau, the wicked, that's what Esau pushes is mass confusion. These devils so speak on stuff like what's going on. So in New York there was a video that come out. Was it 2 days ago or so? Talking about how they were not going to require the proof of the max. And then 24 hours later, the video come up and said that they are going to require it. So again, that's mass confusion. You got the president, old creepy Joe, you know, doing interviews. Dude don't even know what he's talking about. Asking a guy if you took the max, like the way the dude said that to me is like, man, like they probably just give a lot of them the placebo, made just for show. You know what I mean? But the way he said it is like you took, and then the dude start fumbling and bumbling, and next thing you know, he's talking about the man on the moon. So we know these devils, reveal themselves. Their tongue fall upon themselves at times, but uh, I forgot what to say. But anyways, he talking. You have him going on there and saying that the max works. You're not going to get, you know, uh, you're not going to have any problems if take their solution. They cause a problem and then they offer the solution. You know what I mean? But it's all just mass confusion because just for example, you look over what's going on. Brother, you got brothers over in Australia, and you look what's going on over there. They're only at like 15%. Uh, you know, the max rate, 15%. And I watched a brother, video earlier. And he's talking about how they're going to at his job. They're going to start making everybody have a bracelet. You're supposed to stay 6 feet apart, and bracelet basically tracks everybody. Contract tracing, tracking, yada yada. But since they're only at 15% max rate, they can't close people out. They can't close everything down because no one has the max. Their goal is to the draconian measures enforce their harsh, lockdown that they're going, and then they say go up to level 5. I think the brother said, if they don't hit their uh their mark within a certain amount of time. Okay, so you know what I mean, and you just think about it. That's confusion, because you got places, that are saying you can't work unless you have that. But again, it's all part of the agenda, just like the brother brought out. Brother from Australia, he brought out, they made him download the app, last year. You know what I mean? And then we had this little summertime, uh, peace and safety. Let me get that real quick. Mm-mm. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, the sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right, so back to what I was saying. We had this little summer of peace and safety, basically, but now what's happening? Australia has one of the lower rates, of so-called infections or whatever. And you see they're doing, and they say the reason they have one of the lower rates is because of their strict, draconian measures or strict lockdown rules and yada yada. All right, but I was thinking earlier, just meditating. You seen that video where old Creepy Joe was, talking about them shortage on microchips, okay? And he was saying that there was a shortage on microchips. And anyways, you got me thinking. I was like, man, these devils, they come in, they doing what they're doing. They're not even ready to go all the way. So they're gonna keep on pushing this agenda. Causeth, you go Revelation 13:16, he causeth, which means make ready. He's making everybody ready, through this oppression that they're setting up. And anyways, just for edification's sake, I looked up where was the most mass production of microchips, and the mass production was over in Taiwan and South Korea. Okay, so that's where the multitude of I guess chips were being produced. So, but anyways, yeah, these devils, man, they're just mass confusion. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean? And I had a point, but I kind of fell off my point here. Let me get a few precepts, Salakia. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths, a sack, and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Okay, and we understand, Esau's blessing is the sword. And, the Lord Halbashim Yashai is using, Esau on the left-hand side to come down, with that great wrath, Revelation 12:12. So and now this word is readily available. It's going out. These devils are being revealed. Second Thessalonians chapter 2. Let me get that real quick. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. That no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man's sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right. Verse 4. Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is as a God saith in the temple, and showing himself that he is. You know what I mean? That's exactly what these devils are doing. You know, they playing God, okay, with their everything, all these diseases, all man made. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, and these devils have been playing this role, for a long time. And then, John, what does it say? John 8:44. This is Yahweh Shai talking about, the wicked, I think it's the wicked Israelites, but you can take it, double fold here. We understand that the wicked themselves, they are controlled by Yahweh Bashem Yahshua on the left hand side through the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, so this is John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. Okay, these devils, they control the left hand side. He was a murderer from the beginning, abode not in the truth, because there's no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And these devils, that's all they do. Okay, they would say power is given to the red dragon to take peace from the earth. Salakia, peace. All right, Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, Salakia, and power was given to him that sat thereon. Horse, you go into that word, and it represents power, okay? And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword. And again, Esau's blessing is the sword. All right. And at the end of the day, Yahweh Bashem Shai set these devils up, and they're doing exactly what according to the scripture, according to the prophecies, and the 2/3, these other nations, they ain't gonna see it, they ain't gonna get it. The Lord put that spirit a slumber on them that they believe a lie. And so you even got Israelite other Israelite camps that claim to be in the truth, and they are denying the miracles of Yahweh Shai and so forth and so on, and just all different winds of doctrine, to and fro. Okay, but at the end of the day, the Lord will, we got hopeful number. Starting with the elders on down. We got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and we aren't in confusion, and we see through these devils and their wicked agenda. Okay, so let me get this. Is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And that's kind of what these people of the world are doing right now. They run down to Egypt for help, and they're trusting in these devils you know so-called science, and they're seeking salvation through Esau and his wicked agenda. So Isaiah 30 verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you ain't got the eyes to see and ears to hear, and you just run down, and take whatever these devils is offering, you know what I mean? Then hey, that's gonna be your shame. That's gonna be your confusion. All right. This is Isaiah 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because there are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. They don't look unto Yahweh Shai, and they don't seek Yahweh. Verse 2, yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evil doers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. All right, so brothers in this truth, sisters in this truth, brothers doing this work, this is coming on that hour of temptation. We are to we're gonna be tried, and how it looks, there might not these devils gonna make it where it seems like there ain't no way out, but that's being carnally minded. Our way out, our salvation, Lord, when we that hope another, is through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It's like say I will work and let me get that work. Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which ye shall not believe, though it be told you. All right, and then another one, Acts chapter 13 verse 41. Behold ye despisers, and wonder and perish, for I will work a work in your days, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though a man declare unto you. You know what I mean? We have this truth, via Yahweh Shemi shot through the crocodiles, starting with the elders on down, like my brothers, diligent in this truth. So, and here we are, prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America, calling out the wicked for whom they are, and bringing out, these prophecies to come. Brothers diligent in this truth, been doing this for a long time, and everything is coming to pass exactly, as it's been prophesied. Starting with, the prophets of old, and again starting, the elders on down. Whom Yahweh Shemashai put the spirit on. We're all here doing this, and hey, it is what it is. Yahweh Shemashai will be done in a day, and we're going to, had to keep the faith and seek Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Isaiah 33 verse 6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and the strength of the salvation. And the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, is his treasure. All right. Let's see here. All right, so this is back to Isaiah chapter 31, verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord, Yahweh Shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. All right. So, we understand that, these devils only gonna get so far, and for the elect's sake, these days are gonna be shortened. It's lock if I'm all over the place. I just had a couple precepts, just kind of, going on a spirit. So Lord will be edifying. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22, red letter, Yahweh Shai. I'm going to start at verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. Okay, this tribulation to come, it says, is not such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So this is going to be the greatest tribulation upon the face of the earth. And except those days be shortened, how about Shai going to come in and cut this devil off when he about to fill his belly, but it says except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, as brothers, we hasten to come and, our Lord Savior Yahweh Shai, and we see everything speeding up. Everything's just kind of, I come to this truth, tail end of last year, and, the elders and, Elder Tahar, what he say, they call 2020 the year of prophecy. And, I come in, toward the end of the year, this truth. And man, just, since 2020, pretty much, things have been popping off a lot, heavy prophecy. We see signs, the signs it speaks about, in Matthew 24, and we see the signs in 2nd Ezra, 15 and 16, and man, but hey, we got them eyes to see and ears to hear. So, again, Lord willing, we're that hopeful elect. But we understand there's going to be an elect. Salvation is for the elect of Israel, and there's going to be a 2/3, okay? All right, so I'm going to continue on here a few precepts, down to 24. So Matthew chapter 24, verse 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is the Habashah Mashiach, or there, believe it not, for there shall arise false anointed and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. All right. So again, a key word: if it were possible, they should see the very elect. So, as brothers, sisters, starting with the men, brothers in this truth, hey, just humbly saying, we see this, Lord open our eyes. So, like I said, Lord willing, we're a hopeful number. Hey, Shalom Akim in his likeness, Yahshua Allah. See the brother post some precepts. Yeah, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, and sudden destruction come upon them, as travail upon a womb with child, and they shall not escape. And man, it's about to get real out here. But again, let me get this precept. I go into this one quite a bit. I like Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5 and verse 7. So I can hit the wrong. It go hand in hand with, Isaiah. So this is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Cursed be the man that trusteth in man. So, all these, the 2/3 and, these other nations, the wicked, they running down and they trusting in man. And not just seeing man, the wicked, you understand? Because we understand, Job 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So anybody that's set up in a position of power is through them joining hand in hand with the wicked. And we know how that go, But cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart, mind departeth from the Lord. Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, you drop down to verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and whose hope the Lord is. All right. Verse 8. For he shall be as a tree planted by waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when the heat cometh. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of the drought. We're about to see this drought. You know what I mean? 2/3 and the wicked. Lord, remember the hope of another. The drought's coming. Okay, but hey, what say? If we are, that hopeful elect. We're like a tree planted by the waters. Neither shall cease from yielding fruit. All right. I'll get this one too. Verse 9. The heart, the mind, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right. And, that's a lot of these, 2/3 category. Again, I say that with humbleness, Lord, when we're a hopeful elect, but man, you just tell, the spirit, if you got the spirit on you, and the Lord truly, dealing with you and give you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, then it's pretty easy to see, what is and what isn't. Again, that's all praise, honor, and glory. How about Shema Shai? Because it ain't for everybody. Let me go back here, comment board, brother. Yes, yeah. In his likeness, Yahshua Allah. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Least saints should get advantage of us, but we're not ignorant of his devices. Who's that us? The hopeful elect. The elect, and whom Yahweh Shem Shai is dealing with. Because, you look out in this world right now, and hey, Satan, he getting advantage of a lot of folks, and whew, not good. All right, same brother, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And we are spiritually minded. Romans 8, verse 6. To be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So saying, I heard the elder, one of the elders are breaking this down. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, yet dwell in them. So we dwell in the heavens. We're spiritually minded. We're dwelling in the heavens. We're dwelling in this word. And woe to the inhabitants, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. So it's woe, because man, it's about to get real. For the devils come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. All right. Let's see, brother, put some fire on here. Yeah, that's a good one. They're all good ones, but I'll get this one. Isaiah 59, verse 1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened that he cannot save, neither is his ear heavy that he cannot hear. So, that's why I think it's the elder, Elder Gabar. He did a repost on a prayer lesson, going into praying, we're to stay prayed up. A lot of brother, even myself, just here that's just something we all have to work on, through the spirit. How about you not shy? We all have to in these peerless times that are at hand, that is very important, because that's, like the elder said, that's a sign of your faith. If you got faith on 100, then you're gonna be throwing up them prayers, for the strength, for wisdom, for the spirit, for the hedge, if it be thy will, you know what I mean? And so I had a precept by, I forgot what it was. All right, brother, Prince of Yahweh. 3, Ezekiel 7:25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. And that's what time it is, man. Destruction is coming, and they shall seek peace, and they ain't gonna find it. The only peace is gonna be for the elect. And I'll get this one. In his likeness shall show all of Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 22. Fear ye not me, said the Lord Yahweh. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree that cannot pass it? And though the waves there toss themselves, yet can they not prevail? Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it? So again, just like I quoted that precept. Let me get that precept. Yahweh Shema Shai set up bounds which these devils cannot pass. And at the end of the day, these devils gonna get so far, and Salakia. I can't think of that one, but this is the other one. Fill his belly. Job chapter 20, verse 23. I think I'll start up on 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. All right. So, man, whew. And let me see, come out of her, my people. Revelation chapter 18. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So, when all hell's, breaking loose, and them ICBMs, are coming, our salvation is through Yahweh and the holy angels and the chariots, and the elect are going to be beamed up, and we are not going to be partakers of the sins of Babylon. All right, and we understand, the sin to Babylon is complete and utter destruction, all the land thereof. Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. So, man. Yeah, brother, just posted Isaiah, in his likeness, Yasharallah, Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into the chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as if it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. Come on. All right, so, but yeah, kind of dragging it out a little bit. Hey, don't quench the spirit, you know what I mean? So, through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We are not in confusion. Although these devils is throwing fucking curveballs every which way, we see it, and as a body, as of the hopeful elect, brothers in this truth, brothers always, edifying one another, and that helps the brotherhood, build, keep that faith, keep that brothers being circumspect and spreading the the prophecies throughout the body, and that's what we do, man. That's not every brother's portion is gonna be the same. Not every it's like me being a new brother. I don't know. I don't know a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know the history. All the history. But hey, these prophecies. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and what's to come. What I do know. Hey, I'm doing what I can with it. Just like you don't want to have that one talent and bury it in the ground. But I'll get a few more precepts here and close out. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, with all thine heart, and lean not on the understanding. All right. And that's why it's very important to have the spirit dealing with you, because in this truth, you see a lot of, not in the truth of ours, not in this thing of ours, like the elders, say, and brothers, but outside of the, 100% truth, you see a lot of men, leaning on their own understanding. They don't take rebuke. They just doing what they do, but hey, they fulfilling their lot, and then you got your just wicked ass, Christian pastors. Okay, Edomite pastor sticking his hands in, his Great Dane's poop on stage. You know what I mean? Just yeah. Hey man, good ass. That's crazy. Oh, I'm gonna get I got one I'm gonna end with, but not I'm gonna give a few more. So this is Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall be on the it's like it, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right. So again, everybody that bowing down to this beast system, everybody that join hand with Esau, everybody's, running down to Egypt for help. They ain't seeking out the Holy One of Israel, and they ain't trusting in the Lord. They trusting in this devil juice. Hey man, we're gonna see. We're gonna see where where that road leads. Cause it say wide is the way to destruction, just quote, roughly quoting that. And narrow is the way, straight and narrow is the way that leads into life. This is Proverbs 16, verse 5. Everyone that's proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. How about Shemashai? Though hand join in hand, he should not be unpunished. And these devils, they proud, man. They think they're doing something with their pharma, their pharmakia, their witchcraft. All right, these devils is they doing exactly what Yahweh Shemashai set them up to do. All right, but I'm gonna end with this. Well, I'll get back to comp board. See if brother got another precept, but this is my last precept right here. Second Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 2. All right, yeah. Second Maccabees, verse 7, chapter 7, verse 2. I'll start at verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. But one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. All right. So that's a prime example of faith and obeying Habashim Shai, being spiritually minded, because at the end of the day, these devils gonna come with that juice, they're gonna come with that MOOB, and man, we through the spirit Habashim Shai, we Lord will, we are not going to allow these devils to do that to us. We rather die. He that loveth what's that? Love not your life unto death. You know what I mean? And we, the spirit, on brothers, and we are maturing in the spirit to the point that this ain't it. Brothers going into brother from GMS Messiah, he taught a lesson earlier. This ain't it. Man, just this ain't it. We want what's next. Lord will be a hopeful number, but hey, thy will be done the end of the day. So, hey, the water, all praise you. How about some Shah? Bashima Kwakadash. But with that, I'll close it. All praise you. How about some Shah? Bashima Kwakadash. A Bible ball. Call me all the brothers. Hey, we doing the right thing. Just keep it up, keeping the faith. So until next time, Lord willing, hey, shalom.